So this area is set up where the guy spawned right behind me there, but that's fine.
Fast.
This is so it's super fast. I've got a double barrel here. This is set up where basically, just like.
So it's kind of like, like the maps of all, you've got the weapons spawning in there, you've got this crazy speed.
Nice.
Your health.
Yep, and I'm dead. So this looks pretty familiar, I would imagine, to folks that have played original classic Doom, and you can set this kind of stuff up. I got my crazy guns. Oh, got blasted.
Doing super well so far.
Yeah, I'm doing great. It's fun playing on Twitch stream. So I'm going to pop over here, and you can see here we've got, this space kind of feels like some of the classic levels. If you're playing Doom nowadays, classic Doom nowadays, you've got levels that kind of feel, they're built for little areas around the side, which are all things that we add inside Snap, and they've got weapon spawns that you're running around picking up. I'll pick up this here.
And this was built by somebody on the SnapMap team, or one of the QA
this was built by
guys?
one of the QA guys. It was whipped up together really quickly and just killed me with it.
And they just wanted to make something that looked and felt like classic Doom.
And it's super easy to build. So I'm going to go over here and pop this guy.
Oh, no, you're not.
Where'd he go? There he is. Boom.
I mean, you say it's super easy to build. We're going to look into some of the building later, but I shouldn't distract you now. You're trying
I'm
to kill some
focused
people.
Here. I'm focused.
Hey. You've got 3 other guys in there trying to kill you right now.
There we go. It looks like the
demon.
Looks like the demon rune is about to spawn. So we've set it up with a little bit of modification from the new Doom, which is you've got this demon rune concept. Oops, I'm about to lose.
You're definitely gonna get that demon.
Quick!
Get there.
Got it.
Yes.
All right. So. Now I'm a demon for 60 seconds, which is great.
Which demon are you?
I'm the Baron of Hell, actually. So
look at that.
Him up.
Oh, you killed one of my coworkers.
That's fun.
Very excited about that
That's
kill.
the way we bring people together in SnapMap, is that you can play co-op together, but then you can also kill your friend, which is always...
Like
Plus.
Yeah.
So I'm at 8. Nope. Almost got me. So as you can see, it's definitely fast, and this is all modifiable by any user. You can take this map, you can branch it, make it however you want. If you don't like power-ups, you can remove the power-ups. If you don't like where the weapons are, you can change that. Oh, somebody's about to snipe.
We're going to get to that later, Tom, but you mentioned branching, so let's put that aside for later. But that's a really cool thing that you could do, where you could take somebody's map and modify it a bit.
Yeah, make changes. That's very much similar to the original Doom, where you can make a cool map, and if you like it, you can make changes to it and edit, send it to your friends, play with your friends. I only got a couple more to go here. Oh, we're tied for 13. I mean, everything you see here, even the HUD elements are customizable, which is.
We're seeing in the chat stream a lot
14.
of people.
I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm getting upset. I gotta get here and get him. Okay.
Oh, you've gone for the big gun. So you can as the weapons you put in, you can have the classic weapons, but also some of the kind of beasts like the Gauss cannon.
Correct.
Like
Yeah, you can use the Gauss rifle. Oh, the BFG. Oh. Let's try to get this done.
I'm kind of distracted by Heidi's armor, which is awesome.
Oh no.
It's kind of like future run. Just run.
Yeah, get
There's
out of the way.
nothing you can do.
Yeah, I'm kind of. You got me.
Nice.
I mean, head off. That's great. Oh, that's fun. Let's go. Let's get that quad damage. Actually, I'm cheating. We went here.
Ooh, what are you doing?
QA guy added a little secret down here.
Oh, look at that. Secrets and everything.
Which is cool. So you can add some
SnapMap.
Nice. I like that. We didn't tell the other guys about the secret, did we?
That's an area.
Go take advantage of it. Take them out. But that's something cool you could do as well in SnapMap. You could create a map that's really cool, but you could also put in a secret or two. So you can,
absolutely.
You can destroy your friends without them going wild.
Or let them know, if there's a secret in this map, you have to find it, try and hint for other folks. So
I mean, I'm looking at ways to give myself an advantage, but yes, you can find ways to make it really exciting for other players.
Absolutely. Like,
so honest and humble.
Heard on. So yeah, this is a custom snap map. It's created from scratch. Someone started it. And I lost. That's a good way to start the stream.
I think you did honorably. You
That's
did
fine.
better than some people.
Distracted, it's how it is. So here you see on each at the end of every level you get a scoreboard, and here you can see some snap points down at the bottom, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Snap points are earned every time you play.
Like
leaderboard. This is every map has its own leaderboard. We'll talk about that a little bit more. There's daily challenges that are played as you play through the game. You earn challenges and can earn snap points for that as well. And then there's a scoreboard again, so I can go back to
And we'll talk more about building later, but I think somebody in the stream asked, is this map custom made? And it is custom made, right?
Fully custom made map. And the beauty of this is that anybody can grab these maps, can just play them the day that the game is out. You can play these maps in a loop or make changes to them or play them with your friends. It's all set up and ready to go.
That's cool.
Okay, so at launch, you're going to have a lot of like pre-built maps by you guys that if I want to get inspired and just get stuck in.
Right, and you have content from day one. I mean,
Yeah,
we
it's
want people
awesome.
building from day one, but there's going to be a lot of people who just want to play some cool stuff.
Correct.
I also want to learn.
Yeah, and there's a
learn.
ton to learn from. So yeah, we're going to talk a bit about single-player snap maps and co-op snap maps. For now, I'm actually going to boot some dudes out.
The guys
Sorry,
who did really badly,
you're
yeah?
out.
The
Yeah,
bad
they
guy-
beat me a lot. So now I'm
Get
going
out,
to get
get
here
out.
with Heidi, and we're going to play. I'm going to switch to another map, and we're actually going to play a new map here. This is a modified map. So let's see here. Let's find.
Look at all these
So
maps.
talking about custom maps. So one of the things that's really powerful about Snap is that you can create pretty much anything you want. Like we just created and played a super fast deathmatch mode.
Right.
And that's something you can do very, very easily. You can set it up where each player does different things. This is actually a fully custom co-op mode. The creator, we're actually in a safe area here, so I can talk for a second. Oh, he started.
No, he's done. He's
never
done.
mind. We'll get back to the original creator's there.
So what we're looking at
What
here.
we're looking at here is a custom mode made from zero, where basically we have to go pick up some power cores, and we're running out of time. So power cores are spawned by these monsters, and these monsters have been modified where they take less damage to do. They're easier to kill.
Oh, so you can change the health threshold, so to speak.
Absolutely, yeah. So you can modify that. So this one's kind of a classic feel where you're running through a map and you're killing monsters real quickly, and you basically are trying to collect these power cores that are worth time.
Right.
So we're both running together, and now we're going to go in here. And this was a map that was made by I think it was another QA individual who put this map together. So now I've returned all those power cores, and I've lost my teammate, but that's fine. I'll just keep going because
Don't need him.
Don't want to run out of time. He'll come and find me. So. Running through here, trying to find more monsters to kill.
And what you can see as well is your gun has this awesome customization, very snazzy and subtle customization, I might add, which you would have bought using SnapMap points.
Correct. So as you earn snap points, you can spend them basically on any customizations for your character. You can spend them on tiles, which I'll talk about a little bit later when you publish your maps. I almost killed him. So we're already 26 seconds left, so we'll see how he's doing on the other side of the map. But we're both trying to simultaneously, work on keeping this map going, where we're going to keep the map alive as long as possible, and then the leaderboard is driven by how well you do. So he's probably stuck back in one of the arenas, or maybe he died. So it's a unique co-op experience, basically built from zero. So there he is. He
There,
came
you
back
found
in there,
him.
so he's nice, found me.
So if you made this map and you wanted to make it so you had more speed when you were running around, would you be able to do that? Would you be able to change the player speed?
Absolutely, yeah. We can modify that pretty easily, where you can set it up to speed up the player. You can set it up where you can slow down the player. We've got a map we'll probably show a little bit later where you actually.
But you can go super slow.
Yep.
Have you built anything cool that involves slow?
Speaking of super slow, I got 1 second left.
You can do it,
Get there.
Oh my! He's barely mid. Okay, so that was
Hey, you're at the top of the leaderboard, though.
Yeah, which is good. So that was a fully custom mode map that was built by, and then at the end of this, just like with any other kind of popular
look at that.
user-generated
You vote
content,
up.
you can basically go over here and vote it up or vote it down or report.
You can vote it up, I think.
So I'm going to vote up. That's a
Yeah.
pretty good map. So now I've voted. And maps get rated and sorted based on popularity. So so now this is a map that I just put a leaderboard score in for 2-player. This is a 2-player leaderboard. And so there we go. And I've got some snap points, as you talked about.
Buy some guns.
You get snap points for everything and anything.
Anything
you
and
do. So if
everything
you're a
you do.
builder and you only want to build, you'll get snap points. If you're a consumer, a content consumer, and only want to play what's out there, you get snap points, right?
Yep. You get snap points for playing maps. You get snap points for creating and sharing content. You get snap points for completing challenges. So it's all set up in a way that everything you do when you're playing the game earns you snap points, and then from there you can basically spin that on your character, or see the tile down here in the corner. If I go to map info, you see that tile that's actually custom to each map. You can spin it to earn elements for those tiles. So it's real easy to earn, real easy to set up and play. So now I'm going to play a totally different co-op experience. So we just played one that was Timeout, which was something that somebody built from scratch. This one showed up from a totally different studio from inside Bethesda. That one of the developers got a hold of this and built what he calls Basket Boom. So
cool.
It's
All
a
right.
I knew it was
basketball-
real.
Yeah, it is real. It's totally real. So it's someone asking in the stream if we have to start with a gun or a loadout in Snap, and the answer is no. You don't have to start with loadouts. You can start in any way you want. You can start the user with no gun. You can start the user with multiple guns. You can set it up where they have to pick it up throughout the world. It's all completely inside control of the editor and the author.
When I think of Doom, I think, what if I could take Doom and make it basketball?
Look at that simple
So we added some
instructions.
easy instructions in here. The guy that made the map, I think his name is PJ. He actually calls this the
PJ,
PJ
hero.
Arena, and I'm going to run around before Heidi starts attacking me. So I've picked up the ball here, and you can see he's trying to steal it from me. If he hits me with it, he's stealing it. He's actually trying to score with it. But if you look around, you've got, it's in the shoes. All right, so now I'm going to have to go pick the ball up because I dropped it. Here we go. So now I'm trying to actually shoot and score.
Come on, take that sweet shot.
Hold on.
That was embarrassing.
I'm terrible. There we go. Extreme jitters. Boom.
So this is
to the shoes. All right.
This is called basket
boom.
Basket.
Yep.
Why not basket doom? This is the hard hitting
You
question.
could have called it basket boom, so I just stole the ball.
I feel like generally, when you can make a pun, you should make a pun.
That's right.
That's the rules. That should be the ground rule.
Well, I do see it explode.
He just stole the ball from me, so I got it back.
Oh, he's
the cool
heating
thing
up.
is that what you're able to do is add text to the maps as well. So the text that you see flashing up, they've been able to custom put in themselves.
Yep. All this is custom. Everything in here is custom. This is basically it's a big open arena that has
Look
been
up.
modified.
You've got the
I've got the scoreboard.
Oh, that's cool.
That's really cool.
Versus Revenants.
That's the first time I saw it. That's really cool.
I think he's sabotaging you. He's like, look up. Let him take the ball. Let him take it.
He knows we're on stream, so he's really trying to get it.
Yeah, he's
got to keep his rep in check.
He's a very serious player, Mr. Heidi.
I haven't made a single. There it is. That's it.
That's it. I'm done. I'm out.
So we're not actually hurting each other either. It looks like we are, but this has been set up where no damage can be done to each other. Razzle dazzle. The ball.
But let's say again, if you wanted to take this map and customize it where there is damage, the original creator would be credited. You can make a bunch of modifications based on what they did.
So whoever PJ, if you look at PJ Arena,
right?
So he actually put his own little tag on there. What this map is called. He's trying to do a layup. Give me that. Ball.
Yeah.
I have it.
This is serious
from
business.
The three. Oh.
Never get between a man and his basket boom.
That's right. Oh, he took it from me. There we go. Oh. God, look, he's taking a knee.
Oh, he's taunting you.
He's giving me a
so
taunt.
things like taunts are in there
Taunts
too,
totally
right?
work. I can
everything,
throw a taunt out. There you go. Have some of that.
Nice.
Oh, he's trying to smack talk me.
He saw you taunting. He knew that was his chance.
Look, there he is. He's doing his taunt. Talking trash. And then we'll line up my shot. Boom. There it is.
Nice.
Easy.
Dazzle dazzle.
So the cool part is you can play this with 4 players, you can play this with 2, you can play this with 3, you can mix it up.
You can do a 2-on-2 where you're
2 on 2 and each one's on a team.
He is just stopping and mocking you.
He likes mocking you. It's good stuff. So this one waits until the end of the match. Basically, it'll compare the winners and then show a cool screen, but completely custom. I mean, we can talk about all this a little bit more in a little bit, but everything from the logic to show the scoreboard and show the intro text. Oh, he's talking so much trash. I'd love to hear him right now. Come here. Like in fact, right now I'm running it. Someone had asked about player speeds, right? So I'm just going to let him keep hitting on me. If I walk at this speed, this guy set this map up where I push fire, I actually run faster. So it's like a turbo. Which is really cool. So the gameplay, you can get player input, you can modify what's on the HUD. Look at, he's talking so much trash, and he missed.
Oh, he thinks that lead is insurmountable. Well, I guess it is insurmountable.
20 to 22.
Barely versus Revenants.
Before we were doing this, you were all calm about it. We're not going to take it seriously.
I have to take.
Change so quickly.
So. That's co-op. So we've just played 2 totally unique co-op experiences.
Let's vote that up.
Vote that one up. I love that map. And so from those experiences, I'm gonna give him the boot.
Let's get him out of here.
Bye-bye.
Get out of here. Thanks for playing. Boom, you're out. So you've just seen multiplayer, super fast multiplayer, 4-player, 2 co-op experiences built completely from zero. You could also build more traditional co-op experiences that have narrative and story, or if you want to build something kind of single-player focused, let's do that. So here is kind of the Snap Hub. This is where everything comes in. As a player, you can find new content, find featured maps, which we ship with the product, and these update and change frequently as we find new content that's really cool.
That's some cool
so there's a
stuff
stack of cool content here that people have created. We've got a whole lot of neat things here. We'll show off a few of these. And then popular maps and top-rated maps, all of those are figured out algorithmically as
Tom,
maps are uploaded.
let me ask you a quick question.
Sure.
You've got PC players, you've got PlayStation players, you've got Xbox players. Everybody's going to be making snap maps. Now, are they making snap maps only for their own system?
No. Basically, if you make a snap map, you're making it for everybody. Everybody can play on any platform. It's the same content, and it's shared. And basically, that lets you do leaderboards across platform. And lets you
so cross-platform leaderboards
it's
too.
All
so
set
it's just console or system neutral, agnostic leaderboards.
Yeah, so
that's cool.
Beautifully set up for that. So I'm going to play here. This is actually a solo experience. I'm just going to play through a quick little solo level and talk about some of the stuff that goes on in here. And this map is one of the featured maps, but it was made, I think, in 15 minutes or so, like was the grand total. This took the guy that put the map together
15 minutes.
No time at all to set it up. So
He snapped it.
So in the
together
time that
15
we've been
minutes.
watching this
we could
stream
have made
so
this map
far,
from
we
zero.
could have made this map.
Yep. And some of
That's
that is
cool.
through some of the features that we've added. So we got a room here that's kind of, you know, moody. We've got lights going on over here, and you step around a corner, and okay, there's nobody in here at the moment, but pop around the corner. Oh, there's some zombies in here, so I can just pop these guys. So the cool part about this, and I'll show this off a little bit later, is a lot of these zombies are algorithmically populated automatically.
What does that
Yeah,
mean?
what does that mean?
So basically, it's set up in a way where the author can just snap modules together and drop in a special tool that lets it just automatically place monsters.
And
So
the
it's
modules of
What's
these
that
rooms.
tool called?
the AI conductor. It's good stuff.
love that.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that a little bit.
Okay.
So this map's, you know, being single player kind of, it's cool.
There's a secret. I love
Yep,
the fact
yep.
you can build secrets into your own maps.
All this stuff is
Very cool.
very much there, and then you get a little area. I can double jump over this because I'm a hero, but the guy set up a cool little sequence here where whoop, got a little power bridge. I can go over that, which is pretty slick.
So each of these rooms you're in are what you'd call your modules that you
I'm
snap
stepping
together.
from module to module, and then I can pop up into here. I need a red key card. Okay, and there it is over there. There's the key card. This door's open. Oh, there's some bad guys down here. That's usually the direction you need to go when there's bad guys. Uh-oh, got a
think
lockdown
it's-
going.
Uh-oh, you
Oh, so
can't
we've
go
got some
back.
Hell Knights in here. Okay, so this guy set up a nice little experience with some Hell Knights. It'd be embarrassing if I
He's
died.
very good about
Oh,
this.
there's this.
Oh,
Do
he's
it, do
got
it,
it,
do
you
it.
got
Take
it.
it. Have some of that.
That must
Have some of this. All right, so, we'll
So
go
the
in here.
person who made this map is able to essentially manufacture an entire situation that
Mm-hmm.
has like start point, end point within this map. So like a
From
map
from
within
A
a
to
map
Z.
within a map.
A to Z, you can basically set up. So I killed these two monsters, and however you set it up, basically killed the lockdown, and then we wipe out the rest of this room here. So you check
Okay,
out
so
the-
essentially killing the monster is the
the-
trigger that starts the event that is the door opening over here.
So then it's you see in the upper corner there's that score we were talking about.
Yeah.
So now push that button. So he set it up where you push that button, you see the key open up, and we'll go over here. And folks that ask questions about key cards, there's the old classic key card.
Oh, that's
you can
cool.
actually,
That takes me back.
That's really
you can
cool.
actually
The
choose
feels.
the classics, or you can choose a modern key card that looks like
that's great.
looks like a a new Doom key card.
Access granted.
So we step into this room here. It's a cool looking room. It's kind of not the most exciting encounter here. Maybe it makes
I don't feel like you've been challenged officially.
No.
I mean, you got to the mini boss fight pretty quickly.
yeah. That was
But what's so cool about this, as you said, is this map took somebody 15 minutes to make. If
Mm-hmm.
you could do this in 15 minutes, imagine what you could do in 16 minutes.
True. Yeah, or an hour or two,
Or an hour,
12
right.
hours, whatever else.
Ooh.
So he spawned in a Mancubus here, which is pretty cool.
So the cool thing is that you can go through and pick any of these huge, enormous demons and pick them as your mini boss or your big boss.
Yeah, you can set up pretty much anything you want. So, oh, good lord, here we go.
Can you adjust the amount of
Do it.
ammo and armor that comes out of enemies?
You can set it up where either nothing comes out of them, and you can also turn off the scoring if you want the numbers. You can make it look exactly like.
So you really can customize
You can
that?
customize everything you want here. So if you don't want any armor, you don't want any pop outs to come out of these guys, you can make that change. And then boom, I just got through this map. There it is.
Nice.
Kind of a short little level. That was a neat level, but I think we can make it better.
I have challenges for you, I think.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna.
I'm gonna make some.
you're
I'm
gonna-
ready.
Okay, I'm gonna
Challenge,
step
right? So I'm
back.
gonna vote that one up because I like that one. Earn some snap points there, and I actually.
So just for playing, you get those snap points.
Yep.
So
So
you
I-
can have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you-
So
okay.
let me go in here, and what I'm going to do is go to map info, and what I will do is I'm going to save this to my downloaded maps. So I'm going to take this map and branch it. Now, now it's
Branch
mine.
it, okay.
Now it's mine. I want to go back and make changes. So I'm going to step back out, and instead of playing, like this is where you go to play stuff, I'm going to step over to my SnapMaps, which is where I'm going
nice.
to create. So this is
Okay.
the creation tool where I can edit my profile, customize. We're including a mountain of content that lets you do reference maps that have every single object in the game, how to use them, how to play with them, pages upon pages.
Tutorials for those,
Tutorials,
like-
yep, for
yep.
learning how to edit, how to play.
Oh, Snap Academy.
Even
I see,
puzzles,
yeah,
yep. So
Basic,
this
advanced.
is everything. So I'm just going to jump in because I think I know a little bit about this map, about this tool. So boom. I am now
nice.
actually
So
in the
that's
editor.
what it looks like. You have a bunch of tasks and challenges for him.
So yeah, so this is that level we just started in.
Only 2%, 1.5% demons.
Oh yeah,
Disappointing.
It's really well. The percentages we see people ask about the percentages. So percentages are just to make sure that people don't make something that's just going to destroy your computer, or destroy a
Yeah.
network. It's essentially built to make sure you're not filling a room with a billion monsters and
So
completely
everybody can enjoy the experience across all
Exactly, yeah.
platforms
Yep.
at any level.
Yep,
Right.
and target, ensuring that things works. Like network, you could put a billion things in a room and it would blow your network out of the water. You don't want
Right,
to do that.
right.
So you can see here, I'm in the editor right now, and I'm actually moving around, looking at the space. This
and
is
these
where
are your modules
Yep.
that you can see.
So there's a big module there. I can grab it and edit it. I can go in here and see this is that room where I said that nothing was actually in here. Like,
and I think this is the room to.
Yeah, so we can go in here and like maybe one more. So there's that light bridge up there and some logic for the light bridge. There's that key card experience.
Could you make the rooms like atmospheric? Could you put in like smoke and music and make it feel like doomy?
So here's more doomy.
Here's my
more
little,
doomy than doom, is what I'm saying.
There's my little Incubus at the end there,
cool. I like
hanging out. So it's
he looks kind of cute and tiny. Like I want to put him in my pocket and be like,
yeah. So you know what?
No.
I'm gonna take this. So
you look more like him normally.
I'm gonna take this. I just grabbed this guy's map and I'm pulling out the pieces and breaking it off.
Okay, so
look at that.
You can take the sections of the map and like turn them around, move them. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so it's real easy to make changes like that. Like, in fact, if I wanted to just say, I didn't like that mini boss experience or waiting on a key card or any of that jazz, boom, it's gone. That's it. It's over. Now I
let work.
Yeah, let it work. Well, I can also undo it. I can show there.
Oh, so you can undo. So you can play around and then go, actually, I changed my mind about that. I'm going to jump back and spawn that module back in.
Totally easy, right? So now I can go in here and we bring up what we're calling, this is the palette. And the palette lets us pick, and the palette is how everything works inside SnapMap. Everything's available within the palette. So if I grab, let's grab this module here. I'll grab this little guy. So I've grabbed this one. I like how this one looks. It's got a little platform on it. It's kind of dynamic. It's got a little exit over here. There's a different kind of exit. That feels pretty good.
But if you look at it and you think, I went to IKEA last week and I love shopping. I want to
make some
kind of make this
changes,
feel more Swedish and more in line with my feng shui.
So someone had mentioned fog options, so let's go in here and actually change.
Atmospheric cold as hell sounds like what everything should be.
Let's go cold as hell. We'll go cold as hell, right? So now it's a super cool room, and when you step in here, it's going to feel that way. I can go in here and add some props in, which is these are props that we've placed automatically for you. That you know what, I don't like a bunch of crates.
So each prop that you've got here as well has got properties that you're looking at on the left-hand side, and those are things that you can tweak to change how it spawns in, where it is.
Correct. Yeah, and you can modify all that all you want, or just say it's a blank slate. I want to make changes to it all by myself.
Nice.
So I can go in here and basically say, this looks pretty cool. It's kind of a crazy little room. Let's find a different. I like cold as hell, but let's go with just cool. So it's just a little
like
cool.
me.
Yeah, I like that.
I feel like your opinion of yourself has got somewhat inflated since I last saw you.
It's kind of inflated up here. So, but if I wanted to, I can go in here and say, let's add some props. Let's make this room, really slick and make some changes. So it's very easy to modify the flow. So I've just modified how this room flows, and I could even make it where, so I've modified that flow. I'm going to be coming in from here, and we
need to set you a challenge in here.
Yeah,
that is going to be worthy of your caliber.
But this really lets somebody focus on being a level designer instead of getting deep and dirty and into things that might be beyond.
Yeah, this is these environments look beautiful. They're all set up already, and you can basically get in here and just make these changes without having to have a degree in 3D editing passages, right? So I've got a classic barrel here. So I'm going to do something here where when we destroy these barrels, these barricades disappear. So I want to make sure when I come in this room. And what we can do is I'm adding a logic chain to this barrel. So it's real simple. There's only one option on barrels, which is when it's destroyed.
Okay.
I'm going to start
Only
this
thing to do with the barrel in life.
Just destroy barrels.
What else would you do, barrel? Why else are you
destroy
here?
barrels. I love destroying barrels. So I'm going to hit this barricade, and now there's some options on the barricade. Hide, show, delete, set a point of interest. You can do these things. So I'm just going to delete it, right?
Cool.
And it's really easy and fast to basically go in here and say, delete. I want to delete that barrel. Now I'm going to grab off this one and delete that one and delete that one. And I just set it up where all that happens that easily.
So when I start, say this is my first snap map, that logic string already is there for me to play with. As soon as I put the item down, I can add that string, drag it over there.
Correct. All this stuff is just baked in. Everything here is contextualized. So if you put something down, anything that we have in the game, it has properties and it has logic attached to it. All these various objects have their own kind of logic. So getting in here, you want to set something like this up, it's really simple to do. So what I can do is set it up where when these barrels blow up, you said you wanted a challenge?
Yeah, so I think
okay,
you've come into this room, you've blown up the barrels, their natural fate in the world, which has then deleted the barricades based off the string you've put in.
Yep.
I think you need a boss fight.
All right.
But I think we want a boss fight that is tasty.
Tasty.
What does tasty mean?
Define tasty. Well, let's go down here and let's find a monster.
Look at all these tasty options.
So we've got all these cool monsters. They animate.
Yeah, you've already killed a Incubus.
Yeah, so let's Incubus. Let's do a Revenant.
I think Revenant's a classic, but I want to see how you can make the Revenant more challenging.
So yeah, let's
more challenging than already a demon with a jetpack and rockets.
And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to show him initially, and what I'm going to do is
see this again.
I'm not going to show him initially, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to crank his health up. So he does a ton of, he does 200% damage, and he does 200% armor as well. So he's extremely, he's going to hurt me a lot.
And you can have it so you can make him glory kill resistant?
Yeah, you can basically modify this anyway. So I'm going to set it so he's...
For people who are not into glory kills, they can remove it from
Who would not be into a glory kill, honestly?
It's my way of communicating.
But you should have a weapon.
Yeah, that's kind of, I think, I like this, that's why I like this platform here. So I'm going to basically, I'm going to set up an old classic Doom trap here, and being my level designer self is coming out, so my little jazz hand level designer. So I'm going to do is I'm going to add these, I'm going to connect this piece here. Boom, now I've reconnected. Oops, I actually have to add a little space there.
So if you connect it, will the game automatically populate a door in for you to walk through?
It can, yeah, it can set up doorways. It automatically sets all that up. So I've put a little coupler in there.
But it shows you where you could connect. It snaps together like
so there's a straight shot right there. And from a gameplay perspective, what I'd like to do is make a change to this where I want the player to actually fight this Revenant. I want to pick up the weapon and fight it, so I'm going to lock this door. And I'm going to change this door to a different kind of door, make it look like an industrial door.
I feel four-way is a strong door.
Good door, I like that.
I mean, I've never really thought about doors in Doom before, but now I think about it, I feel like...
You want choices, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So now I'm going to pick a weapon. Let's go in here and let's add... there's a bunch of weapons here.
I feel like...
Let's turn on the gas cannon.
But don't make it too easy for yourself.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, you know what? You don't want it to be too easy? Let's do this. Let me throw down a... How about... Let's do the old... I'm going to have a super shotgun.
So this is cool because you can see how easy it is to place guns in your map, like we saw in that very first map all that time ago.
Super easy. Yeah, you can basically... I'll do a burst rifle. That's actually a weapon that's pretty straightforward. Go in here. There's no properties on it that I really want to modify, but what I'm going to do is make it where when I pick this up, so on picked up, we're going to make this guy show up.
Oh,
real simple. So boom, he shows. So now I go in this room, I blow up these barricades, and then when I pick up this gun, it's that door is locked over there. So I have to come around here and pick up this gun, and it's this easy. I've just made changes to it. I'm going to hit play and go.
That's it.
And that's this.
Wait, it's that fast?
It's that fast.
I'm suspicious.
Here it is. So it's the same level we saw before. I'll kind of play quickly through the areas.
So you instantly play your creation.
So I'm in already. Yep, I'm back in that same space that the original author had created. I'll step through in here and pop these guys. So these guys will spawn in a different location, which I talked a little bit about.
And that's what the conductor did.
Correct. Yeah. And what you saw was there were no other monsters in this level except for the big Micubus at the end, right?
Yeah.
So these are all being auto-populated by the conductor, which means you can set it up where low-level monsters, higher-level monsters, mid-level monsters all spawn in and do tons of damage to you, or they do wave battles and big events.
So you could set it up so like room 1 is this tier monster.
Correct.
And then this one in the next room, so each room, each module.
We're at the...
we're here, we're ready.
So
you just built this and now we're playing.
We're in here, the room's gotten cold as I step into it, so let's
It feels cold. It isn't cold as hell anymore.
Look at that. Nice chain reaction. They disappear like you built, like you intended.
If I jump up here, I can see
like every barrel wants to do.
Oh, it's locked on me. It just threw probably a little message on me.
How are you going to get out?
Oh, here's some guys that are spawning in. They're spawning in through the conductor. And let's do this. Let's go pick up this burst rifle. And
here he is with 160% health.
No, 200%.
200%? Is that what you put it at?
200% damage. And he's oh, here he comes. He's mad at me.
You are. I'm glad I made you pick the burst rifle. It felt like the right thing to do.
And you know what? I forgot to make it. What I wanted to do was make it where when I killed this guy, it would open the door, and I didn't do that. So I'd have to make that change.
But now, you can go back out.
It's so easy.
Go back out and make that change. So I already know that that's a problem. So I'm just going to bail out and make that change because I wasn't about to die there.
This isn't. No. You were fine. You had this.
No worries at all. So if I set this up, we're on killed. Goes over here and unlocks the door.
So could you have from like. If you're making something quite complicated, you could have more than one string branch off. So like you did with those barrels, you had it so when I shot it, this door disappeared, but you tied that string to 4 different barrels, so it was like bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
All right, so each one in the chain reaction triggered a different barrier to come down.
Yeah, and you can definitely, it's real easy to just place stuff and have fun. You can put barrels down, put demons down, and just have fun by doing that alone. Like put down a module, place a bunch of cool looking stuff, make a little bit of logic and make it fun to connect in and have things happen. Or
I mean, we see some of the strings of logic
more complex.
Right?
Like this room here has a big trigger that spawns this demon in, and from there when he dies, it actually ends the sequence. So pretty straightforward. So let's say everything's great. I set this map up. Now I want to actually publish the map.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm saying I'm proud of this map. I made my change.
I mean, I'm not sure what I did there, but I'm okay.
I'm going to push on it. So this, for those who are familiar with the old Doom Wadoff.txt, it's kind of got a special place in my heart. This is kind of the old way you define how your map is set up. These are high-level tags that when you publish a new map, you say, it's a single-player map. I'm going to set it up where it's cooperative. It's got competitive stuff going on there because it's got a leaderboard. And if you had teams or demon players involved or deathmatch,
and that's what you referred to before, where you could have it so people spawn into the map as a demon. I could start as a revenant rather than starting as a marine.
Yeah, I want to start as and be a demon player against regular players or all demon players. There's maps like that as well.
All demons, huh?
Oh, you can do that. So that's set up on this page here, which is a good segue to this. So this is the page where you set up each one of the players. So if I step in here, I can just turn off these other two, or I can go in here and say, you know what? Let's make them a different team. So you can have up to 4 teams, which is unique to SnapMap, or I can just change their status. Now that's a demon, and that's a demon. So anytime those players join those slots, they'll actually be demons.
So you get 4 players playing for an individual goal, but sort of against each other, with some of them being demons. You could really just
do some amazing stuff.
In so many different ways.
Yeah, we've seen some really crazy stuff show up, and then I'm stepping onto the tags page. This is how, like, let's say I've made the Tom's coolest page. Like, I'm gonna make a tag here that's called
catchy name.
Co-op. How about that? Co-op. I made a co-op map. So if I go in here and look, there's a co-op tag already. Good. So I can add that. So this makes it real easy for you to add tags to maps to find new maps. So if somebody creates a new game mode, let's say I called this game mode Super Awesome. Let's just call it
Uber Awesome.
Uber Awesome. Oops, I typed it wrong. Either way,
the hype is real.
Hold that for a second. I'm going to type in. Let's type in donuts. How about that?
This is a great way that you can help people find your content to play it, then get you those votes up, that get you into the playlist that we automatically curate with your special algorithm you have.
Exactly.
And I'm sure you've got some community events planned further down the line around certain hashtags and challenges. And
I think we've got lots of plans to do a lot of community activity around launch, post-launch, SnapMap jams. People get together in different countries and play these challenges.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Challenges we can set that people can play online, potentially win prizes.
Yeah, that's and with that, we're going to be featuring content that people create. As you can see with the featured maps, even in this build we're showing off here, a lot of that content was created just out of QA, and out of playtests, and out of snap jams that we had internally. Stuff we didn't anticipate. Like the basket boom map just came out absolutely.
Yeah, so you could do like
the
Gary challenge, where you have to create snap maps inspired by Gary and search hashtag Gary, and then you've got a nice little playlist of Gary maps.
Yeah. So like,
no one will play them, but
I'm stepping through. I'm gonna keep into the publishing stage here. So like, I'm gonna publish this map, and these are actual tiles. So you can go in here and customize how you want your tile to look.
And when you say unlock, how am I gonna unlock those?
So those are unlocked through snap points, which I have a lot of snap points because
you're a wizard, of course.
So yeah, I have magical skills. So
you can really customize how your map is shown to the world to try and encourage people to play it and get hype.
Totally, and when people see this, they can kind of get a picture of so this is a map about multiple players or 4 players.
Of course, so those icons are relevant to the game.
Exactly.
So like that timed one would be on.
Guy. Yeah. Totally all set. Once that's done, I want to call this map Super Awesome.
We'll pretend that says Super Awesome.
I feel like your nemesis is the word super.
Awesome. Let's do that.
Wessom is just
Super Wessom works as well.
I like that. How about that?
Yeah, change the color.
You can change the color, and then we're going to call this. Just say this is Tom's stream map.
You just hate the first letter of things.
Wow, I am terrible at typing T. Oh, there we go. Tom's stream map. I can't type to save my life right now.
So what's cool is that in literally about 15 minutes, you've played a map, you thought, I love this map, this is really good, but I think I can make it more challenging. You've gone into the map, you've made it more challenging, you've republished the map, now you're promoting it with your crazy name that you can't spell, and that's taken 20 minutes for
20
something.
minutes in and out, and while talking through it, and I just hit publish.
Done.
And there it is. It's published, and now people can jump in and play.
But the cool thing is, the part where you're publishing it took really putting aside the typing.
Yeah,
really that much
ignore the typing. Ignore the typing. But from there, also you get a tag.
You can share that.
So this tag you can tweet, you can share with others. It's always going to refer back to your map, and you can play it anytime. Basically, find this and look it up, and
ID.
there it is. It's like a SnapMap ID.
Like a Snap ID.
It is. It's a SnapMap ID. Cool. So that's that. So that's. You've now gone through the whole process of creating content, playing single player and multiplayer, co-op. You guys have seen the editor asked a good number of questions. So now we've got a whole bunch of other crazy stuff that we've actually seen happen inside the map. So if I step in here and look into kind of popular maps, so we've seen single player and co-op. We've got some other stuff that you can create pretty much anything you want, right? So in here we've got things like this music maker, which I
Wait.
You're
Wait. You're not just going to skip over that.
I'll just step through. We'll step through it. We have another one that's a tower defense mode called Onslaught that somebody created with 4 different players, and you can get in there.
I feel like there's a lot of interest around E1 M2, but I feel like we should maybe save that for people to discover on day one.
Yeah, E1 M2. Everybody, look at
this. It's literally the entire chat.
E1 M2. We've got parkour levels, which is our totally custom parkour maps.
Because that's what you do.
Do you have
in
anything
Doom?
simple for someone like me? Maybe something that doesn't require
something real easy. Yeah, let's back out and go to the featured maps. Let's see.
Let's go to the Gary section.
This is a fun one. Can you count to 10? Are you capable?
I've been accused of not being able to count to 10. Let's see. Let's see this.
Let's do this. Let's go start up a solo map. Can you count to 10? So wait,
somebody really made a map.
Someone made a map about counting to 10, and we're featuring it.
And the great thing is that even if you can't count to 10, you still get SnapMap points for it.
That's right.
Okay.
So you come out a winner for playing.
So basically what this map does is somebody made a map where all you have to do is count to 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
7,
5,
6, 2,
7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, so close. So you got it 9.2 seconds.
9.2. So I got
seconds
9 more
short.
tries. Okay.
Should I try this?
Give it a shot.
Okay.
Give it a shot.
All right.
So all right. Let's see if we can do
you're
this.
never gonna literally never live this down.
3, 4.
Why are you nodding when you do it?
6.
I have to.
You look like pigeons.
8, 9, 10.
9 points.
Oh yeah, closer to the mark. How are you going to do, Sarah?
Let's see.
No, way.
I mean, this is an example of just kind of a fun, not even, it's not a co-op, it's not multiplayer, it's just kind of a fun
4, 3,
little
8, 4, 7,
22,
6, 5, 3, 0, 9, 8, 7.
No!
Yeah, too
way
fast.
too fast.
Right on 8.
I bow out. I'm sorry, Queen. I'm sorry,
I highly doubt
England.
any of us are actually going to get there. It's a fun little map.
But you can make toys like that and puzzles like that.
I can go in here and say, you know what, I don't actually like that map. I'm going to vote it down.
No, that's my favorite map.
Whoa!
Because I finally.
And what happens if you vote it down?
Oh, you know what? I'll change my vote.
Oh, you can
I can change my vote. But if you vote it down,
just like in the American election.
Exactly. You can change it.
On topic,
Wow. So we're making changes. I've modified that map, and so now I've modified my votes. Now let's see here. I can step through. What do you think is next? Let's see. How about parkour?
I feel like I have to know. I just have to know.
It's kind of a fun little map. Let's do a solo parkour lobby. So
that's going to be.
So this one, you can see the other slots are locked out. Like you can't actually join in those
slots.
So
that's a true solo experience.
Wholly a solo experience.
Right.
And if I go into the map info, I can actually dig in and see, there's a whole lot of leaderboards in here. People are really competing for this map. And this is, something that's made maps, made this map, and people compete about it quite a bit. And you can basically, from an editor's perspective, if you want to make a parkour map, it's real easy to do. You just branch this map, modify the logic, make changes to it, and here you go. So this was pretty straightforward. Get to the goal.
So essentially what they've done here is they've used the furnishings that you can use, place them around in a goodness.
No,
and then they've set an endpoint using the logic, which is a timer starts here,
to 10,000.
timer ends here. Yep. That's very cool.
So the cool part here is that your score is just diminishing as you go along. So
the worse you get, the lower the score.
The higher the leaderboard score, the more it's going to be based on. And actually, I know a cheat here.
Is there a cheat?
Oh! You know who found this? The QA guys found this.
Oh,
there it is. I skipped the entire crazy map over that way, and got ahead of it. Oh, now I fell off.
So what you're saying is cheaters don't prosper.
That's correct.
But if somebody finds an exploit in your map, that you could close that gap and republish it, or they could close that gap for you and republish it.
Absolutely.
Right?
Like they can do whatever they want. So here,
so you can make the floor lava. The floor is lava.
The floor is lava. If you fall down here, you go over here. You can make it where the score changes based on how well you do, or if you do things on the side, for example. So pretty straightforward. But that's this parkour map. Let's see here. You'd asked about the wave challenge earlier on.
I quite like the idea of wave challenge, where you go into the map and it's like you start off feeling pretty badass, killing them easily, and then by the end you feel weak and nothing.
So let's see here. So there's a map here. Let me see if I can find it. There's so many crazy maps in here. Here we go. High score wave challenge. There we go. So what I'm going to do
I see the classic Doom guy made his appearance there.
Yep, that's a sticker for the one of the tiles you can unlock. So here we can go in and let's just start it up, see what it looks like. And this is a good example. This map is I've actually played this map quite a bit, so I know kind of the details of it. I had to figure it out. I opened it up to edit it to see how is this set up exactly?
What have you done here?
What have you done? Okay, so that's what was going on. So this map is basically a map that is spawning wave events, and similar to what I talked about with the AI conductor earlier, the conductors picking which guys to spawn and spawning them automatically. So it's spawning guys wave after wave, and then up across the top you see it's throwing a score multiplier at me. So this is an extra element that's been added to this map by the author, where to get the highest leaderboard score, and I'm doing a whole lot of playing here, I got to get and collect these little donuts.
Oh, nice.
And now my score multiplier is at 2x. So now every monster I kill...
What do those little triangles mean over them?
What little triangles?
Of the dudes.
Oh,
demon dudes, as they're formerly known.
So these little triangles are essentially telling you what wave these guys are part of. So if you have multiple wave battles going on, there'll be different colors and different shapes to determine which group of guys you're actually fighting against. And so I got to go find all these guys. 1 and 3. And this can
And again, like, this is not just fun to play or fun to build, but you have leaderboards, so there's a nice sense of competition around popular maps or even unpopular ones. But you could there's always a reason to go back and try to master it and do better.
And get a
you
better
get
score.
snap points for everything you do.
We've seen a lot of competition around this one because the higher your multiplier gets, and there's some baddie in here hiding out, but the higher your multiplier gets, the bigger your score is going to be. So people are fighting over getting a bigger score. And let's see here, I'm trying to find these guys. They're around here somewhere. They're hiding from me. Just to be expected. Monsters don't want to be killed exactly.
I mean, yeah.
And there he is. There he is. Let me give him the feet so I can pop him. And I have to get. Now I'm finished with the first wave. The second wave starts up. So and it's a harder set of monsters. So it gets.
And that's all the AI
tougher,
conductor.
All conductor related. So
and the conductor, if I understand this correctly, there are different types of ways you could set up the conductor, right? It's not just go ahead and fill this, but go ahead and fill this based on these parameters or based on this type of gameplay.
Correct, yeah. You can basically go in there and modify the conductor to change what kind of monsters spawn, change how they spawn, change what they show, when they're spawned, and it's very, very flexible. And the intent there is to make it where you can basically create a map very quickly and easily and get in and populate it. And you may not like how the conductor did something, so you can go in and change it. You don't like that, change it again, change it again.
Right.
And if you're really particular, you're like, I just want to be very specific. I want to be meticulous about my placement. So you
well
do
done.
it yourself. So I earned a challenge. So challenges are earned as you play challenges. Challenges can be earned through publishing maps or just playing the game, like I mentioned before. And as you earn that, you earn snap points, which you can spend to unlock your stuff. And let's see here.
And you could bypass a conductor altogether. Someone was asking that in the stream. But you don't have to use a conductor at all. The conductor's there as a tool to make it, in some ways, easier for you to quickly auto-populate.
Correct.
To see how it populates, and you could adjust it and learn from it. But you could go in and do everything by hand and place every demon, every enemy, every gun.
If you want to go in and modify and edit a map entirely to your skills, like you want to make it exactly the way you want, you can put the monsters down, you can put down the doors, you can change the way the space looks. It's real.
So in terms of changing the way the space looks, that room had all that awesome lava in there. You could change that to be something else, and you could create a room that has acid. Or
you can modify that stuff. It's all real easy to do. So this map is one that we found that came out of nowhere. It's like just a memory strength.
Memory, not strength is key.
So I'm going to come in here and
I'm going to do it.
So
remember.
Okay. So what
are you remembering?
Some bad guys
so
here.
they would have individually put in handcrafted these images for this purpose.
Starting to shoot at me. Okay. Oh, and that's it. Like, that's weird. What's this? Okay, so we step through into here. It says there were 5 imps. That's true? That's what's happening.
No, that is false. Let's test my
That's false? All right. So
I think it's true.
Let's see it's right. You think there were 5?
No.
There we go.
Yes!
Made it to room 2.
Minus 10 points for England.
People are just able to make fun little experiences and mix it up. So
let's do one more.
Take
Let's
time and
one
memorize.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
don't even know what we're memorizing here. There's one of those and some of these.
So this is a cool example. They've taken the module and they've put in a specific number of items.
Number of items. We don't even know really what they're tracking here. They're just kind of throwing some cool stuff in.
Yeah, we don't know what we remember.
Did you just pick one up then?
So there's over here 1, 2, 3. Okay. So these are all hand placed. People have hand placed all this stuff. So we pop through here and do you memorize the whole room?
Nope.
Sure.
I'm just going to say no, I'm out.
Okay. How many ammo boxes are there? I'm going to go. I can't go back.
9.
I don't actually know.
Okay,
10?
what do you think? 9 or 10?
I think 10.
It's a stream now?
What do
you guys think? 9 or 10?
How many ammo boxes were there? Anybody know?
Every time I think I've got it, I'm like, no, I don't want to embarrass myself anymore. The Queen is watching for me, and she will throw me out of England.
He says 5. That's not
5
right.
is not an answer.
5's not an answer. Okay, let's go.
Somebody said 9. So let's go.
All right, let's try what the Civ says.
Let's try 9.
We're hearing
Honestly,
9 is right.
What
Good
did you
job,
learn?
good
Never
job.
trust an English person,
Somebody backed it up.
apparently
Okay,
we
so
can't count.
Now we're into room 3. Okay, so this is just you know,
Again,
when you talk about unlimited content, we talk about stuff like this, it's important to note that this stuff is essentially just, it's made by a user, whipped up together relatively quickly, or it took meticulous amounts of time. It's hard to tell. So like, go slow and remember well, this guy set up. So you got a room number and a color and some items inside. I'm just going to skip ahead because there's so much stuff here.
I'm seeing a bit of sass in the chat about you not being challenged properly.
Oh, am I not being challenged?
Yeah, I feel like, is there a map you think you could show these good people that is super difficult?
Yeah, so let's do that.
Show somebody creating a snap map that is just evil, just pure evil.
An evil map?
Yeah,
really. Yeah, that's another experience. I've got one in mind.
And yes, somebody was asking while he's setting that up, you could create kind of adventure-like campaigns. You could place your own messages, so you could have something that is a story-driven, narrative-driven experience that takes somebody on an adventure.
Absolutely,
journey, right?
Absolutely. You can basically set up cameras, you can set up cinematic experiences, you can play narrative. We have a elaborate set of tools that let you do different voiceover experiences. So
really?
There's stuff coming from kind of computer voices and facility voices and demon voices, which help set up scenes like lockdowns and you know, this room is locked and the computer core is overloading, and there's a whole lot of tools that we've created there. So this you want a hard map? Okay, so this is a good.
I feel like that sounds
I'm
like
scared
type of
already.
thing.
Yeah. So this is a raid boss level that one of our engineers created. It's basically like an MMO's raid boss setup, right? And so he took basically a standard monster from Doom and pumped him up. So he's got special abilities. He kind of talks trash to you. He teleports you to other spaces. It's a bit of a challenge, and it's actually easier in co-op, so we'll see how I fare. He only gives me a shotgun, which is actually pretty tough. So I'll see what I can do.
So the guy who's made this map has created a map with a heavily modified boss.
Heavily super modified. I mean, when I hit him, it's actually going to be a lot of, and he even has a give up button. If I'm failing so miserably, he gives you a negative score in the leaderboard, so you know when people have actually given up. So I pop into the room, the Cloudarian awakes from slumber.
And this is what you were talking about before, is about how you can create a narrative and a story to the map by using the text.
Yeah, so there's text going on here.
Is he called Kev?
Kev the Cloudarian, which is, of course, an homage to Kevin Cloud, one of the original Doom creators that's also the head producer on SnapMap. So this is he's the boss in this room. So does
he know this map exists? Is he watching this right now going, what is this? What have they done to me?
He's played this map, he knows. And it's good, it's a lot of fun. Like, oh, good Lord. He's even pumped up these monsters too, so I can but that's how I get my health from these guys, so I health and ammo in this map. And you can see I'm barely doing any damage to
And this can be played co-op. This is meant to be played with...
Same way.
Hence the reference to raid. It feels almost like a raid,
It feels exactly like a raid boss setup, right? So, and now he's done a special ability. He's teleported me off to a prison where I'm taking damage the whole time and I have to fight my way out. And basically,
this is tough.
It's a hard map. We've had people fight and fight and fight. Now I think I can just hang out in here and shoot him, right?
So somebody's actually been able to go in and name that Mancubus.
So he teleported me out, and now he slowed me. Because I was hanging out in the spawn like a wimp.
I think you're done.
So,
I think you're done.
Yeah. He teleported away and opened up a demon portal to spawn some of his minions. So this is a wholly custom map. Oh, he teleported me away again.
This was really cool. This feels like a very Doom experience, but also a completely not Doom experience at the same time.
Totally custom, and it's all generated with logic, and it's all generated with modules that are easily populated and easily modifiable, and we've seen this is one of those maps that just came honestly out of nowhere because we saw it being made, but it was a lot of fun to watch. And so if I try and really get up here,
I think it's just mad to think this is done to the editor, because some people ask in the chat, how do they modify monsters? And this is a great example of what you can do if you really hate other people.
Yeah, you really want to put the hurt on them, right? So pretty cool stuff. This one is.
I'm gonna see how far you go. This has become like pride. You don't. I think the pressing E to give up thing is enough.
Yeah, you're not giving up.
You can't.
You cannot hide from
close. He's done a bunch of damage to me. Oh my lord, this is the.
If you wanted to create this map and you wanted to have it so there were two Mancubuses, two Kevs, could you do anything so the Kevs would attack each other? Can they only attack you?
You can put monsters on your team. You can make monsters fight each other. You can do all number of things like that.
So you could create Kev v Kev.
Correct. Yeah, you can absolutely make that happen. So like, oh lord.
I think you're doing very well for one person.
Okay. You know what though? I'm trying not to.
So the one thing I want to kind of reinforce is that, you know.
I pushed the top button.
Kev, no, Kev doesn't want the wave.
you have these kind of classic Doom-esque experiences, but you have the toys, you have the co-op, you have the multiplayer. It really is a very unlimited kind of way to customize the game and customize experiences for people. Because a lot of people in the
No, you did that live to the world.
I'm giving up.
You have just let
negative 9,000.
The actual Kev is going to kill you.
Yeah, so my leaderboard score is on. Because you're talking about other cool stuff, and I can't stop. I have to show off cool stuff. So even though I gave up, I still earn snap points, which is cool. So you always earn.
But your pride is damaged.
My pride. Welcome to SnapMap. I've damaged my pride numerous times on this map, so it's hard. It's a hard level, like you said. It's a difficult one. So you talk about more kind of fun stuff. Like if I wanted to pop over here and here, I'll show you something a little more crazy too. This is Music Maker.
Really?
Maker.
Okay.
So talk about kind of, we're off in Wildland now. We're making
Over
them
here
into crazy
somewhere.
land. They're not co-op. It's not single player. It's its own kind of thing. And so we're basically over here building stuff. There's a keyboard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Pretty
of course.
cool. So I want to go in here and Music Maker 9000. That sounds pretty good. I don't know about this. Oh, we got a drum sequencer over here. And this is co-op too. So you can get in here and actually...
Oh, so I could do the drums, you could do the piano?
Totally. So I can get in here and play these deals. And this is, again, it's completely cross-platform. Everything about this
So if I built this on the Xbox, and you're playing on PC, and you're playing on PlayStation, it doesn't matter. Once it's published, anybody can enjoy it, anybody could modify it, anybody could be ranked on the leaderboards, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And one thing that's important to note, so SnapMap is completely free. I don't think we've mentioned that.
Yeah, it's part of the game,
It's
right?
part of the game. It's completely free, and we're going to be... Oh, we got a cowbell, so I can go in here and...
And all the updates that we're going to put out for SnapMap, free?
Free. Everything is free.
Everything's free.
We're going to be putting out additional content. We're going to be listening to what the community wants and the kind of things that they want to create, the objects that we don't have in or we do have in, or things and properties that they want. All those things we're paying attention to and making changes, and we can be updating those live and providing them for free. So we'll be able to make a lot of really cool stuff with SnapMap. So I got... there's so much more stuff to show.
I feel like we'd have to get off that screen because I feel like we're trolling people with E1M2.
E1M2, yeah, we're going to wait on E1M2. You're going to see that one later, guys.
Honestly, wait.
But, so there's that timeout map, and you mentioned actually looking at some of the more complex logic, right?
I think that's certainly the way that you can work with the demons is very cool, and I've seen a few questions in chat about that.
So let's find that.
I mean, this is just great showing that the amount of
there's so much
variety of maps
stuff
you've got here.
And
this is all already built.
All already built. This is all available. We're going to, of course, pull some things in and out. There's some QA maps in there, but there's going to be a ton of stuff available. We've got Demon Battle League, Pinky Protection Squad.
I mean,
every one of these is just fun stuff to play, and they're highly. You can see all the votes and rankings and number of plays.
So on the bottom right-hand corner, when you see that thumb up, that means it's been upvoted.
It's been upvoted, right?
Thumb down, downvoted, and that little triangle symbol is the play. How many plays it's had.
It's had, correct. Yeah. So now I've actually modified this. I've pulled this map out so I can go look at it. So I can go back to my download.
So what you do is blow people's mind now with how this complicated logic looks.
Now I've taken ownership of it. So now you can see this cool module. Like here we go. It's just one big room, right? And you can see this kind of play space here. There's all these little encounters and events here that are going on. And so if I wanted to step in, just a cursory look at the more advanced kind of stuff you can do. So it gets a little bit crazy.
That's intense.
It's like programming, right? A good programmer is going to lay it out in a very nicely followable way where you can get in and understand what's happening.
Is there one here you could simplify for me and Gary who may not understand particularly?
So like the way that this map works is that the map starts up here, and then when the player leaves the safe area, they go in and it starts a wave event. That's it. That's as simple as it gets.
And that wave event on the left, that properties you're looking at now are the specific items the wave event will have. So it will have 3 of them. It will have...
I can set that to 5, 6, 7, set it to 1, can set where it's going to have POIs on it or not, whether it's on the HUD. Everything is modifiable and editable. It's very, very, very powerful. And even when I talk about free updates and things like that, if we don't have enough stuff there, we're going to be paying attention to what people want. If they're like, man, I really want a wave event.
You're going to be listening to the community.
Right?
Absolutely, yeah. I think the most important thing for all of us is to make sure that the community feedback was me so much of it at launch. So I can't wait to see what people make with this. And we want to make sure that there are so many things you can do and that we don't not hear people.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to be listening. So, yeah. I could just keep going. But
that was...
I think we're getting...
Should we show one more?
I think we got time for one more.
This is a fun one. I'll do... This one's created by one of our QA leads. This one's it's called Hell's Escape. And this is what we talked about earlier. You start as a demon.
Ah, okay.
So this is a map where you actually he does a little bit of narrative setup. I mean, there's so much stuff here that I'm racking my brain. We had a list, and the list is somewhere here, but there's so many cool things to show off. So yeah, it starts the level up here.
Okay, that's a pretty hot start.
I feel like you're already...
Enter the flames.
Enter the flames,
Okay.
right.
That feels like it should be a metal song.
And become what you have always been. I like
Okay,
that.
Okay, so what's that mean? All right, so boom.
So you
Turn
become
myself into a demon. Right, and now he's done all these crazy explosions. Break it down. He wants me to...
Oh, so that's similar to logic we saw you do before with the barrels and the barrier.
Exactly.
So upon hitting this...
And I'm a demon fighting demons here, so I'm actually doing
there's always trouble with family, every time.
Yeah, you know, demons have bad days. Their Thanksgivings are really good.
Would it be cool if after this, if there's any specific AI they've done for demon, that'd be cool to see.
Oh, like modifications?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one in particular I think is really more like we're just. I actually I've never beaten this map. Oh, because you get killed so quickly. And so he set up this room.
And look,
here.
there's the fog that somebody asked about.
He set up some
there is
fog
fog.
in there. He set up some environmental stuff. So there's
it's very cool.
Fire
Not cool literally because it's on fire. But
There's actually, it's neat.
Neat. It's very neat.
It's very, very neat. I like it. So I'm in here just doing this.
I can't wait to set challenges to people. I want to see what people can do. I mean, not just the Gary challenge, because we know people will ace that instantly. But I think there are ways that...
Yeah, this is cool. I mean, seeing everything that's been built already.
Oh, it's two of you!
There's a bear in a hell right there, and he's actually putting the hurt on me. So, I'm getting destroyed. Just how it happens. So you got a pinky in here, putting the hurt on me.
It's so cute. Oh, I know which one's you, but...
So yeah, needless to say, you can do a lot of unique things with SnapMap. It's an extremely powerful tool. We're going to continue to modify and update it. And just on shipping, like I killed the guy. Great, there's another one. So upon shipping, we've got a ton of stuff available already in the HUD or in the hub, and you can modify those and make changes to them. We're going to, as you said, do competitions and. Have people do competitions for creating new content, Snap Jams.
And what if I wanted to create, so say these are all amazing, what if I think I just want to...
Pathetic! Not a true demon, Tom.
There's been a lot of that this stream. I've been Mancubus killed Thomas Day, and that happens a lot.
And what if I wanted to create something that was more of a classic mode, like a capture the flag or team
deathmatch? We started off
deathmatch.
with a deathmatch. But let's take a last look at.
So yeah, sure. If you wanted, and just to be clear, if you wanted to create something from scratch, I can
very cool. Look at this.
Create from a template. I want to create from nothing, a basic match. I just want to create. If I'm just starting from absolute zero, I want to start and create a classic deathmatch map. I want to create a CTF map. I want to create an extraction level, which is similar to original Doom, where you're just trying to get to the exit. I want to create a King of the Hill map or a survival map, team deathmatch, or I just want to start in a tiny little space.
Okay.
So there's a whole lot of, we've created a mountain of templates that let players kind of
so you can jump straight in,
Yeah, so if I wanted to create a capture the flag map, I just go in here and boom, it's a really basic setup. And
so you think you want to play with your friends, create your own little co-op specifics. I want to play with you two, and I know that Gary doesn't like enemies to be hard. We can create our own capture the flag map with enemies with that lower health threshold so that we can have a truly unique experience for us that we can also share with other people.
Exactly. That's exactly what we set up. So it's extremely powerful tool. So I go in here and move this guy around.
Can you do anything with taunts? Could I have a taunt that triggers anything?
Absolutely. You can set it up where it taunts. If you taunt during the match, we've actually there's another map. I can't remember the name of it, where every time you taunt, the demons get madder and madder at you. And
That's
they get
amazing.
Madder, they get more and more health, and they get madder. You can again, people can set.
So it could be like an MMO where you're like
yeah, you draw them.
Yeah,
to you,
like what's the term? You used to become a tank, couldn't you? You could.
Yeah, you.
So